talking about the offensive performance from Angel Reese last night. Keyword, offensive. That is the only kind of offense that Angel Reese is capable of performing. Offensive offense. But I'm not just talking about the self-proclaimed villain, which, by the way, I thought Angel Reese was dedicating this season to winning. I thought she was focused on carrying the Chicago bravado to the promised land of golden toilets and bathrooms with running water.
But not when you got Angel.
In a moment that made fans cringe, Angel Reese was humbled, not by a competition, but by her own colleague, Kamilla Cardoso. After a nasty play and a quiet sideline, Miss Bayou Barbie began to resemble a bench warmer. Compared to a star, this is what happens when hype and reality collide, and it's not just about one game. Was the tension building? Is karma catching up? Or have the fractures finally come to light? It was embarrassing, whatever it was.
Kamilla Cardoso, she is fed up with the Chicago Sky experiment. Tyler Marsh, once again, salute to you. You are doing the rest of the league a favor. This point forward experiment, this Ariel Atkins trade, this has done nothing.
Although Kamilla Cardoso is in charge of the court, what is the actual play that she is currently honing? Escaping Angel Reese. Honestly, who is to blame when you have to share a court with someone who is more focused? You uncover a strategy to safeguard your own stock by focusing more on posing for the camera than on completing plays. Cardoso did not attend the WNBA to look after a social media influencer who is dressed as a power forward. Angel Reese is making it clear that he came to win. Almost impossible.
Seems like Kamilla Cardoso is done with Angel Reese, man. Angel Reese is up there mucking up everything, guys. I've been telling y'all. There's only so much masquerading you can do. There's only so much you can hold up this facade. And in this,
Cardoso is compelled to bear the burden of someone who maintains that she is a star while acting as an understudy on the court. There are instances where Kamilla blatantly avoids running the pick with Reese, opting instead to gravitate toward teammates who truly comprehend the movement of the ball when attempting to establish rhythm and chemistry. You don't want someone to take up all of your attention while being ineffective. Cardoso is aware of it.
I'm struggling to understand the end destination of this journey. I'm struggling to understand the winning that Angel Reese is talking about.
The aggressive rhythm of Chicago has vanished. How far apart are they? Discarded. Why? Due of Kamilla's continuous recalculation. How to avoid Angel's ego parade and yet be productive. You can see it in the hesitancy, the uncomfortable passing choices, in the complete disintegration of any potential synergy between the two. What's worse? This is more than a personality conflict. This is suicide in basketball. Cardoso has the means to dominate the position, but each time Angel clogs the lane with her erratic footwork or need the ball to be near the top of the key in order to block a mid-range shot, Cardoso has to back off. It's not an emotional withdrawal, but a tactical one, however. The squad is dying as a result.
And Angel Reese, girl, you got to rebound harder. Yes, I know you had a double-double. You had like 11 rebounds today, but you could have had 29. Like, you could have had 30-something. Sometimes the ball is just coming past you. You're just standing there. Girl, the fashion show was before the game. And the last one is also for Angel Reese. Look, if you're the big star, if it's supposed to be a rival between you and Caitlin Clark and y'all the two big dogs in the league, then you need to put the team on.
They even have a poor transition game. Cardoso running down the court in anticipation of a lead or a lob. What exactly is the strategy here? With Angel still struggling with her dribble close to half court, Kamilla is really outpacing her own teammate intentionally, because while the other option waits for Angel to decide, Cardoso would rather to take her chances on her own, even if it means losing the ball. She is removing herself from every. Fans are able to understand the meaning of the word. Not only is the chemistry incorrect, but it is radioactive. The bodily language comes next. Kamilla is no longer keeping it a secret. During timeouts, there are eye rolls, blank looks, and abrupt turns away from Angel. That's resignation, not just frustration. It's becoming brutally obvious that Kamila did not sign up for this clown show. She is simply counting down the minutes till the front desk discovers what everyone else already knows. This pair is ineffective. IT can't work. I apologize.
So it looks like she cannot play. I'm sorry, bro. She's not good. She's not good. She looked like she don't have the hunger. She don't have the want to. She don't have the drive. She don't have that dog in her. Bro, I watched Aaliyah Boston dog walk her ass up and down the floor and she wanted no parts of it. I watch her tap out on a nightly basis. She don't want it, bro. She don't want it. Let's be serious. Y'all drafted a bust. Y'all drafted a bust.
However, while Kamila is secretly attempting to save her own career by avoiding Reese on the court, Angel is making every effort in. Her ability to make the Chicago Sky the most dismal team in the league, you can't hold her solely responsible. Well, you sort of can actually point 3 losses in a row, that it's not a coincidence. There is a pattern there. And that trend portends catastrophe. The self-described queen of the post, Angel Reese, is missing layups like it's a sponsorship agreement that is paid. She seemed to be allergic to scoring in the paint. Easy putbacks are no more to quick breaks. Failed. They have an open appearance and are so heavily bricked that they ought to have a building permit. It's becoming absurd. Even the rim is now attempting to get away from her attempts at shots.
So lads, today I'm in my green snuggie. I'm in my green snuggie because it was we got to talk about the meme. The meme. I'm not even going to call them a basketball team right now. I'm going to call them a meme that is Chicago Sky because it's actually getting ridiculous. It's getting absolutely ridiculous.
Against the Los Angeles Sparks, who, let's be honest, weren't merely limping. They were essentially crawling onto the court without one. But 2 of their best players, Angel was able to appear as though she was competing in an entirely different league. And no, not the pinnacle of basketball brilliance. Similar to the junior varsity squad that got lost en route to the fitness center, the Sparks essentially laid out a red carpet, gave Chicago an easy victory, adorned it with glitter, and said, "Don't screw this up, here you go." However, Angel, she seized the dazzling moment, blinked, and murmured, "Thank you, but I'm fine that I in front of a national audience. I would prefer to rehearse my Miss Layup routine. IT wasn't just a bad night. It was a public, primetime demonstration of how to fumble the bag, a masterclass in confidence, synchronization, as well as common sense." Not only was she missing shots, but the timing couldn't be worse. She was missing the entire event. Angel's performance felt less significant because Chicago was in dire need of a big game to gain momentum. More akin to a warning story than a contribution.
The Chicago Sky just lost to the Los Angeles Sparks by a score of 91-78. And let's be serious here. Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that are playing without 2 starters. Y'all lost to a Los Angeles Sparks team that's playing without 2 starters. The Chicago Sky, listen, man. Y'all the worst team in the league, bro. Like, let's just stop playing games. This ain't even let's be funny. I'm not even joking. I'm not smiling. I don't have a single joke for you. The Chicago Sky is trash. You guys are trash.
It wasn't a downer. IT was a humble experience. In front of thousands of spectators and cameras, a harsh reality check. All recording the transformation of what ought to have been a simple victory into an embarrassing display. There is a lot of hype. Hustle doesn't say anything, and one thing became painfully evident tonight. Angel had an abundance of the former, but not nearly enough of the latter. Believing your own publicity is one thing, but trying to coast on it when the game is live is quite another. The team is depending on you, and the pressure is intense. IT all began in the first quarter, when Angel Reese managed to make 3 uncontested baskets in less than 5 minutes. We are discussing the types of shots that benchwarmers in high school make. May spin 3 times before striking a blinded person with one hand. However, Reese, she transformed them into master classes. In a lost chance, she blindly twisted into double teams and dribbled straight into defenders as if they weren't there. If she was recording a mixtape, and she frequently ended up throwing the ball against the backboard or coughing it up as if it had personally. insulted her.
Sparks look suspect a little bit in that first half, but then they come out in that second half ready to roll. Here's the thing. This is a team that is playing without some of their players. They are playing without Ray Burrell. They're playing without Rickea Jackson. And, of course, they're playing without Cameron Brink, who...
The Sparks, on the other hand, appeared to be the side with much to prove despite the absence of important players. They outworked her, out-rebounded her, and gave the impression that she had mistakenly entered a professional game under the mistaken impression that it was open gym. By halftime, momentum had entirely changed, the sky was falling, and who had the worst plus-minus? On the court? Yes, Angel Reese de cool, self-defeating -13. Not exactly the stat line you'd expect from someone who's been promoting herself on social media as Lisa Leslie's second coming. Where was the leadership? The poise, the supremacy she's been preaching in each soundbite following the game? We only received heat check photos from a player whose hands would have been as chilly as if they were submerged in ice, and when the actual pressure began, she disappeared like a magician's rabbit to create. There was radio silence from the self-described
Queen.
Traditional Angel.
Shots a game, bro. What is going on in Chicago, bro? What is going on in Chicago, bro? I know everybody we enjoy, yeah, when Angel Reese get the missing layups, we clown, yeah, we get our...
Her defense, if you can even call it that, was absurd. Yes, the Sparks bench players were using a single dribble and a desire to get past her. Her lateral movements appeared to be captured on a 10-second video. Hold off. Sometimes she didn't even lift her arms to challenge shots. Are your legs already exhausted? The season has only just begun. Or perhaps it's just her conditioning finally catching up with her diva energy. Let's also discuss the impact on the team. The ball's motion stops when Reese is on the ground. The attack pauses. Every time she demands the ball, you can almost hear the crowd's collective eye roll. The elbow in order to hurl another brick. When she checks in, the speed of the sky slows to a crawl, and it's not just about shot. Selection is a matter of morale. She depletes her teammates' vitality. It's not a slump after 3 games and 3 losses. This is a real-time collapse. Nevertheless, Angel acts like the protagonist in a film that someone else has already left. Her post-match attitude, which was all smiles and cryptic Instagram captions, as though she had just carried the squad and dropped 40. In actuality, she is recording defensive plays, missed shots, and double-doubles. Mistakes. Angel Reese can definitely dress him up, but statistics don't lie.
Like, I don't give a fuck 17 rebounds, Angel, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about that, bro. Real shit. Like, you gotta get better, bro. Like, you gotta get better, bro. Like, all them smoke layups, bro, is terrible. Like, that shit is, it don't even look like you looking at the basket, bro. It look like you throwing up shit, hoping it go in. Like it don't even be looking like you know how when you do a layup, you put the ball where the ball, so the ball can...
Fans are beginning to take notice. Social media is changing. The platforms that once crowned her queen are currently dragging her play as if it were a terrible reality show. Videos of her defensive outbursts and missed bunnies are making the rounds, quicker than her pre-game workouts. Nevertheless, the illusion persists. Angel seems to sincerely think she's doing everything correctly, when everything in her immediate vicinity is collapsing. Not to be overlooked is the mental aspect of the game. When the sky needs to be lifted, Angel is nowhere to be found. Someone to replenish the energy and restore momentum. No fire, no leadership. Only hazy gestures and feeble applause as the squad continues to decline in the rankings. It's not a star. That's a jersey-wearing spectator. Returning to the Sparks game, it finished terribly, just as it had begun. Not only that, but pitifully. What does Angel do when the last quarter is still within reach? Fumbles an out-of-bounds rebound, airballs a hook shot, and, in just 2 minutes, commits a careless foul that gives LA free throws. That talent? That's leadership? No, that's how you lose games.
Game 3 for us. Okay, we are still 0-3. Whereas the Los Angeles Sparks, who we just got defeated by, are 2 for 3. Okay, so they won 2 games and lost 1. This game concluded, guys, with the Los Angeles Sparks, the winner, having 91 points, whereas us, the Chicago Sky guys, we only had 78 points. I gotta give credit where credit is due. The Chicago Sky overall, we have improved, okay, since being defeated by the Indiana Fever, and then of course the other day, us getting defeated by the New York Liberty. Okay, it could have got really, really bad for us. Even though this is still, in my eyes, this is considered a blowout. Okay, we lost by 13 points.
However, the aura has changed even more than the stat sheet. The league is beginning to catch on. She is not being treated by defenders. No longer a threat, they're enticing her to take negative photographs. Knowing that she'll pull the trigger, they are dropping off her. Even if she hasn't made a shot in the last 15 minutes, the blueprint is unattractive, and the interim. The coaching staff of the Chicago Sky appears to be in a hostage scenario. It's evident in their expressions. Each time she makes another shot with a low percentage. They can't bench her, though, can they? Too much focus, too much ego, too much press, and the hopes that she may live up to the anticipation for at least one game. They continue to roll her out. She won't. Spoiler alert. Since this isn't about a single game or a period of time, Angel Reese is correct about this person. Right now, a player who plays like a liability while speaking like a legend, and until the Sky discovers a way to get around her. Or, let's face it, after her. They're trapped in a free fall that they might not.